Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be cleaning a house in House Flipper. And this is our house. We can see the yard. The grass is very tall because it hasn't been mowed in a long time. Somebody needs to mow the lawn. There is a white picket fence and a sidewalk that leads up to the door. The house is very small, one floor, and let's go ahead and look inside. Let's go inside the house. Okay, so now I'm going to open the door and walk in. We're going to enter the house and we can look around and see all the garbage on the floor. This is a very dirty house. There's lots of garbage on the ground, and let's go ahead and pick up some of this garbage. Okay, so we're going to throw away the garbage. What do we have here? It looks like a newspaper, some empty cans and bottles, empty boxes. We'll throw this, let's see here. We'll throw this box away. We'll throw the papers and junk away. There's a can there. We're going to throw all this junk away. There is a garbage bag, some garbage bags, and a box under the table. Let's see. Let's get this can. Looks like somebody was having a party and they just left their crushed cans on the ground. Okay. Oh, oops, I forgot to close the door. Let me close the door. Okay, now we see there's furniture that is just on the ground. Somebody has knocked these chairs over, and so let's set them up. All right, so we're going to set the chairs up. Okay, we'll just set it there out of the way. Oh, more garbage. We forgot that box. Okay, let's move this table. Oops, we picked up the chair by mistake. Let me set the chair here. Okay, and we want to move the table and set it. Let's see, can we change the table's position? Can we rotate it? Looks like we can. We have to push the shift button and the period. There we go. Okay, so I can rotate the table and we want to set it next to the wall. Okay, and then we're going to move the chairs and set them next to the table. Let's see, we're going to rotate. Okay, let's see here. What else are we going to do? We're going to pick this vase up off the ground and set it there. We are going to move this chair out of the way. Let's see. I suppose we need to change the rotation of this table so that both chairs can go with the table. So let me move this here and rotate it this way. Okay. We're blocked. Set it there. Okay. Move the chair out of the way. Move the other chair out of the way. There we go. We'll set the chair over there. Now we are going to move the table up against the wall. And we are going to move the chairs next to the table. We're going to put the chairs under the table, like so. Okay, we're moving the chair. We want to move it the other direction. Okay. And set that right there. Okay. It's a little uneven. Let me move the table over just a little bit so that it looks a little nicer. There we go. That's much better. Okay, now let's see here. The next thing we need to do is actually, so there are some cans on the counter here, the countertop. So I'm going to throw these cans away. I think we need to clean up all of this dirt on everything. There's lots of stains on the floor, stains on the couch, on the TV table, lots of stains, everything. I don't even know what happened here. It looks like, I don't know, somebody was painting and they just got paint everywhere. So let me go ahead and change my tool. So here I'm going into the cleaning tool, and we have, looks like a broom, and we are going to just start sweeping up all of this mess with our magic broom. Oh, look at that. It's clean now. The floor is clean. Wouldn't it be nice if it were this easy in real life to clean our house? You just push a button and the broom magically cleans everything. Okay, we're going to clean up the counter. Get all of this dirt off of the counter. Okay, and of course in real life, it would be very unsanitary to use the same broom that you use to clean the floor to clean your counter. That would just you would put germs from the floor on your counter. All right, we're going to clean the stove now. Let's move over here closer to the stove, and I'm going to clean this is the heating surface of the stove. We have 4 eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes, and on the wall there's something splattered on the wall. All right, now I am going to put this teapot on the stove. So I'm going to move it, and we'll set it on one of the eyes there. Well, maybe not. Do we need to rotate it? No. Oh, that's interesting. So we cannot leave the tea kettle on the stove. It doesn't let us. So we're just going to put it on the counter. Let's see. Actually, maybe we can open the cabinet here. Ooh, I have an idea. We can put the tea kettle under. I don't want to put it under the sink. That's where you put your cleaning materials, your detergents, and things that are not food friendly, right? That you don't want to put with your food. But we could put it under in this cabinet here. Let's go ahead and set it down on that cabinet there. All right, there we go. We're going to put it in the cabinet and close the cabinet door. Now, I don't like that this cabinet is partially open. I wonder if it is possible. Maybe if we open this one first and then this one. No. Is it broken? Do we need to repair it? Is the hinge broken maybe? Well, for some reason, it doesn't let me close this cabinet all of the way, which is very annoying. All right, let's continue cleaning. So here we have more mess that's just splattered all over the place. Let's clean the table with our broom, our magic broom. I'm going to go up to the table and just start wiping it down. All right, and now we're doing the floor. All right, I'm going to clean the couch here. There's actually this looks like a futon. A futon is a couch that this part right here, the back folds down and it becomes a bed that you could sleep on. All right, and now I'm going to clean off the TV table. This TV table has been moved so that it looks a bit crooked. It's not in the corner straight here. So I'm going to also move the TV table so that it is straight. Okay, and we'll straighten up this vase on the TV table. I'm wondering if the TV needs to be rotated as well. Maybe not. If you're sitting on the couch, oops, what did it say here? Your tablet. From now on, you have a tablet at your disposal. At your disposal means a tablet you can use when you want. Press this button to use or hide it. It allows you to buy things. It'll be handy for the task. All right. Well, I don't want the tablet right now because I am not done cleaning. We still have this room over here. Okay, let's look over here in this room. So we have a sliding glass door. We're going to go through to the next room, and there is lots of junk in here. Junk. Oops. So it looks like we are gaining skill points as we clean. So we can upgrade our skills. Let me look at the tablet real quick and see what we can do. So these are our tasks. Tasks are the things we need to do, our goals, our actions that we need to take. And let's see, what else do we have? Perks. So I think these are the skills that we are upgrading. Our skills are our talents, the things that we do. So I have one new perk after 75 cleaned elements or trash disposed. So that means every time I clean 75 things or throw away 75 objects in the trash, I get a perk. And a perk is like a benefit, something that is useful to me. This is actually, perk is a very informal word. We tend to use this when talking about the advantages of something. For example, if you work in an ice cream shop, then one of the perks is that you get to eat a lot of ice cream. All right, so let's see here. What can we do with our broom? So we can see some dirt on the mini map. So this will show us where the dirt is. This will help us clean faster. And range is how far we can clean. So if I'm standing here, I can clean something that's close to me, or I can clean something that is farther away. So I think the more important thing at this point in the game is to be able to see the dirt. So I'm going to upgrade my vision so that I can see the dirt on the mini-map. Okay. And of course, up here in the right corner, in the upper right, in the upper left corner is the mini-map. Okay, so there is some old newspapers in this room, lots of old newspapers, and the bed has some stains on it. There's some old dirty boxes. All right, now I'm going to switch over. I'm going to change my tool to the broom and clean the bed. We have removed the stains off the bed and off the floor. Looks like the mirror is dirty, so there's a little, this is called a vanity. It's where a person can sit and apply makeup to their face. They can see their face in the mirror, and so let's go ahead and clean this mirror. I think, well, maybe it's actually not cleaning. Okay. So let's look around. Is there anything else to clean? Well, this room looks pretty clean, so we could straighten up this chair. The chair is a little crooked, so we will rotate this chair and make it. Oops, it's still a little crooked. Let me fix that again. There we go, that's a little better. If you are OCD, little things like that, a little chair being just a little out of place, can drive a person crazy. We say it can drive a person up the wall. It can make them go crazy. They're like, oh, it's just a little tiny crooked. A little tiny bit crooked. Okay. Let's see what's in this little dresser wardrobe, actually. Let's see what's in this wardrobe. See if it lets me open it. Okay, I guess I can't open it. I can only move it. It doesn't bother me where it's at, so I'm going to leave it. All right, what else do we need to do here? Let me look at the tablet again and see what our tasks are. These are the goals that we have. So we have removed the trash. We have cleaned the dirt. Now we need to mount a radiator. To mount means to put the radiator on the wall. Okay, so I think this is where the radiator goes. We can see the place on the wall. I need to move this couch out of the way because it is a little bit blocking my access to the radiator. So I'm going to move the couch back and to the right just a little bit. Okay, let me also move this just a little bit out of the way so that we are not getting in the way of our radiator installation. Okay, let me get a radiator now. So we need to open up our tablet, go to the store. I'm going to search for, actually, instead of searching for it, let me see if I can find it in the list here. We have doors, floor and ceiling, walls, installations. This is probably going to be an installation. So we have lots of plugs, sockets for the wall. There is a towel radiator, a large radiator, and a normal radiator. I think this is going to be the normal radiator, so I'm going to buy this. And let's see. All right, we will put it here, and we see that this radiator is going to set us back $44.60, $44.60. To set someone back means that they will have to pay that amount of money. You can ask very informally, how much will this set me back? How much will this set me back? How much will this cost? Okay, so we have placed the radiator on the wall. Now we need to finish installing it. We have to connect it to the pipes, because the way radiators work is they pump steam through these pipes. The steam goes into the radiator. The heat from the radiator radiates out into the room and heats the room. All right, so I'm going to assemble it. Here we have the little, so I don't know what this is called. So I would just call it a doohickey. That's like when you don't know the name of something, it's a little doohickey. So, or a thingy-mabob, maybe. So we're going to put this down here, and we have, this is the nut, and we're going to tighten the nut. We're going to rotate the nut to tighten it. We have an expression to remember which direction to turn nuts and bolts and screws when we are tightening them, when we are making it fast. And so the expression is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That means you turn it to the right to tighten it and turn it to the left to loosen it or to remove it. All right, so we are going to tighten these screws. We're going to put the little doohickey into place and tighten the screws. Or I'm sorry, tighten the nuts. And this right here is the valve that you unscrew the valve and it releases the steam. So we're going to, looks like it is installed. All right, so that is, I believe that's all we have for this. Oh, look, it's nighttime. You can see the stars. It took us all day to do this in game time. All right, let me check our tablet and see if we are done. Look at our tasks. All right, so the bedroom is done. What was the task? Okay, so in the bedroom, we needed to remove the trash and clean the dirt. We did it. We are done with the bedroom. We are done with the living room and the kitchenette. Kitchenette is like a small kitchen. It's not a complete kitchen. It has maybe a smaller version of the things in a normal kitchen. So it might have a small refrigerator, a small stove, might not have a stove. It might just have a microwave oven. All right, and in the bathroom, we need to clean the dirt. So let's find the bathroom. I did not see that there was a bathroom, but I assume the bathroom is going to be through this door. You have to have a bathroom, right? Where are the people going to go if they have to use the bathroom, right? They'll go, I guess they can go in their yard. The grass is very high and nobody will see it. All right, ooh, this bathroom looks disgusting. Let's come in here, and do we want to know what these stains are in the bathroom? Let's go ahead and, so I don't see any trash. There's no garbage in the bathroom. All we have is mysterious stains. So let's clean up the stains with our broom. Can I turn the light on? It's very dark in this room. There are lights. Let me see if there's a light switch here. Close the door. Ah, there's the light switch. All right, so we're going to turn the light on and finish cleaning the bathroom. There we go. Is there any dirt in the sink maybe? Ah, I think that was it. The mirror looks dirty, but I don't think we can clean the mirror. The bathtub also looks a little dirty, but all right. What else do we need to do? Maybe we can just move this little table out of the way because it looks like it doesn't belong there. So I'm going to take this table, and I wonder if I turn it this way, if it can go maybe like right there. Okay, it doesn't fit there, but it does fit there. It's kind of a strange place for it. I wonder why they have this table in the bathroom. Is it, you know what? Let's put this table over here next to the sink. I think it will make more sense next to the sink. Looks like it belongs there. There's space for it. Well, and it's not letting me place it. Let me move a little closer. All right, there we go. This could be a little place for setting your, if you have a purse or something, you don't want to set it on the floor. You set it on this table. All right, so I think that is it. We have cleaned this house. It says we are 100% done. Let me just check once again on the tablet. Yes, 100% done. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing me clean this small house, and see you again next time. Have a good one.